Hey guys, Happy New Year! And well, the EPA is also back this new year with some of the strictest emission standards available. We'll talk about it. And the Build Back Better Act, which is completely related to it. Everyone who's been waiting throughout the last year, what is going to happen with it? I'll talk about it and where it's at. So, let's run that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to another Talking Mods. On today's episode, we're going to talk a lot about the EPA's new standards that are coming out for vehicles, which will change the landscape for all of us. And we'll also discuss the Build Back Better Act, especially for those who are in the EV market or looking to get an EV and are wondering, are they going to get that money? So first off, I just want to thank you guys. It was a great year for Mod Bargains, the company that we work at, and Talking Mods here is an educational. It's been close to a year since we launched this channel, and we continue to grow. It's with your support, and as always, I appreciate when you guys subscribe, make a comment, share, and help grow this channel because we're trying to educate all enthusiasts all across. The same mission applies through Mod Bargains, through all the parts that we sell. We want to educate you guys, get you guys the best parts always. Okay, let's jump into it. So the EPA is back. The U.S. administration, as you guys might recall back with the Obama, started the corporate average fuel economy, the CAFE. It was the abbreviation.
By 2025, the average fuel economy of their vehicles will nearly double to almost 55 miles per gallon.
Which is basically taking all the vehicle manufacturers that we have in the US and having an average mile per gallon that was at a higher level of standard, so the US wasn't as dependent on fuel as much as it has been, and also to reduce emissions. A lot of companies, what they did was they would come out with EV cars and try to average out the total miles per gallon that way. During the Trump administration, that was way too bold. Most of the manufacturers said, hey, this is just insane. You're asking for huge leaps in technology that were just not available. You've probably seen all the leaps that have happened where there, lots of cars now have turbos. There's a lot more hybrids out. There's plug-in hybrids. There's a lot of new technology that, from Formula One level to down to across. And the manufacturers kind of even spurned that on with the Formula One. So that act even affected racing, because in Formula One, you've got now smaller engines with turbos, all in order for us to meet the technology needs. But going to 54 miles per gallon, not 54 miles an hour, 54 miles per gallon was pretty aggressive. So the Trump administration brought that down. The average that they were going for by 2026 was 32 miles per gallon. After talking with manufacturers, that was what they were going for. The new Biden administration has now switched it around. They're going for a 38 miles per gallon, testing the waters to see if they can go further with it. They want to basically also reduce emissions by 28.3% is the average that they want to reduce per vehicle. Bold. The manufacturers obviously will have to do so if this gets instated, and that's what the EPA is trying to do. They're trying to instate it. So for reference, what this means is that the EPA is basically saying that 17% of all new vehicles sold within the US will either have to be EV or plug-in hybrids by the year 2026. And that in itself translates into total sales of EVs to quadruple in just a short amount of time. So total number of sales that happen on an annual basis would have to quadruple. Is it possible? Sure. Is the EV market a hot market? Yeah, you've seen that with Tesla. And now, Rivian has come out. We have Polestar, and all the other manufacturers are finally getting on it. Will this trickle out across to other manufacturers? For sure, because the U.S. is a major economic factor for when they build their vehicles. So you'll see this usually trickle across. Will this happen? That's the question, right? And as you know, there was the Build Back Better Act, so we've created a couple of videos about that. It was an EV tax credit, then it became a sales discount, and a lot of people were waiting, and I basically advised everyone to wait. If you're going to purchase an EV, do it in this new year, 2022, because the bill is written for 2022. It is still written in that way. So the bill was expected to pass, except for one man, Joe Manchin.
Well, not everyone is on board. West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin.
He basically blocked it. He's a Democrat out of West Virginia, and he decided that he's completely against it, doesn't believe in the spending for the EV infrastructure, for the EV credits that are to be given out. Other Democrats are still trying to push it through. They're trying to hope that maybe they can find a Republican person on the House, but literally it comes down to his vote, and his vote has blocked it as of now. So it's going to be on the news. If you are following it, it will be on the news as of this moment, as of filming. It is still in a standstill. It is expected to, well, they don't know. They're trying to see if they can change something around to make him happy. But everything is right now targeted towards him. The media is following him. He's taken a bold stance. And I'm sure those of you guys who want to get the credit obviously want him to vote one way. But it has a lot of ramifications. So we shall see. What do you guys think about it? Put in the comments below. Guys, as always, I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate you guys subscribing. And we have a lot of really cool content for you guys for the new year. Not only from driving cars, but going in depth on a lot of different modifications and education, and also meeting with different companies. So I will see you guys on the next Talking Mods.